What are some of the changes that you've seen happen from your time up until now?
I'll give you an example. When I was growing up in Guyana in 1945, 1950, 55, we had fresh cow milk, fresh coconut milk, fresh chocolate tea with drops and everything. We used to have orange every day, mango when it's in season, pineapple every in season. All those things we used to have. Our mother, the man used to bring the milk every day. And my mother scald the milk and we drink the milk. Next thing you know, we get condensed milk, carnation milk, Milo, corned beef, sardines, Ovaltine, Vienna sausage. This stuff called from overseas. So we was not accustomed to those things. So now people start to eat those foods. And do you know what we used to call that stuff? White boy disease, the white man sickness. That's what we used to call it. But we didn't take that thing seriously because we started getting it too. White flour has no nutritional value for our bodies. I went to Ghana, they're doing the same thing. Everything is white flour, white sugar, white rice. In Guyana, when the rice was processed, they would ship the quality rice out of the country and leave the garbage rice there for the people to buy in the market. You can make cassava flour, you can make Edo flour and all that kind of stuff, which was a very beautiful thing. But the people's mental state have been, I myself was there and I didn't even really fathom and catch on to what he's saying mentally. So the people start bringing in the flour and stuff from Suriname and Venezuela or wherever they bring it from. They bring it from Brazil where they start bringing the white flour and want to use the white flour still. Patty, cheese roll, pint tart, bun, the tennis roll, all them things. Them things wasn't going to be food. They had Graham Bakery. They had a lot of different homemade bakery. Graham Bakery used to make some awesome bread. And my mother used to make bread, and your mother and everybody's mother used to make bread and cake. And everybody bake every Saturday. Everybody baking every Saturday. Most people I know in Guyana used to bake every Saturday. And so what happened now is that the people, because they're so mentally conditioned into white supremacy, into colonialism. You know, Guyana is a colonial country, man. You know, it's 300 years. They call it epigenetics, repeating the same information over and over again.
So would you say that the love for white flour and white rice and the predominantly being in almost every Guyanese staple meal, would you say that that is the number one cause of the disease, like such as specifically diabetes down there in Guyana?
It's called chronic non-communicable disease or chronic disease, meaning you're eating the same thing over and over again and you expect something different. The food does not function in your body. It's lacking nutrition, it's lacking the vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals. The food is processed, it's dehydrated. The cow milk that you used to drink when you're in the 30s and 40s, even sometimes in the 50s, the cow milk is not condensed milk and carnation milk. It's not Horlicks and Milo. It's none of those things. It's not Ovaltine. So those foods that we were eating before the Europeans started bringing their food to Guyana and sell it to us with some kind of concerted effort with the government to bring that stuff to Guyana. So our leaders have to take some responsibilities to that. So they allowed them to bring that stuff there, and I don't know what is it, because I remember my mother sent me to this place, the Chinese store or whoever store they had selling that stuff, and buy tomato paste in the can, buy sardines in the can, buy corned beef in the can. At one time I heard that the corned beef was made from horse meat and some coming from Argentina and them kind of stuff when I was growing up. Colonialism is not only becoming a Christian or a Jehovah's Witness or a Seventh Days and all that. Colonialism is much deeper than that. You don't seem to have a mind of your own. You don't even know who you are. So if somebody tell you, go around the corner and something can happen. We never had civil service in Guyana. They never had civil service in America. They created civil service so everybody leave the land and go to Georgetown to get a job, like in Trinidad and Barbados and Jamaica and other places, like in America. Everybody leave the land and go to these people. We had our own schools. Now they decide to bring another school. They give us a school to go get a job. The schools in Guyana wasn't teaching you to be self-sufficient, to be a banker, to manage your family, manage your women and your children, how to take care of your children and your grandchildren, how to take care of your mother and your father. It's all about getting a job and going to school, being a good boy, you know, go to church and that kind of stuff. But everybody is still having sex all over the place. Nobody's talking about that stuff. The food we were eating, the kind of relationship we were having with each other was inconsistent with living in harmony with nature and living the ways our traditional ancestors was living before we get incarcerated into slavery.